Hey everybody, Gene here. So a couple of days ago I received in the mail my Tack Pack monthly subscription box. For those of you that don't know, it's a subscription box you receive in the mail every month, once a month. You pay $50 a month, and in that box is various tactical gear and EDC, everyday carry gear, knives, gun parts, maintenance material for your guns. Anyway, it's I'm not here to do a review on the Tack Pack. They're all over YouTube. Go ahead, do it. But this month for October, it had some really good gear. One of those gears is this armorer's wrench for an AR-15. Very cool. But also in the Tack Pack box this month was the Guntec Anti Rotation Pins. Made in the USA, anti-rotation locking cam pins that replaces the trigger/hammer pins. Allen key included. Well, okay, it's not an Allen key, it's actually a T9 Torx wrench, but that's okay, not a big deal. So the anti-rotation pin set from Guntec. It is made in America, and wow, I'm excited about this. I gotta tell you, I never even knew I needed these. I never even knew they existed, I'll be honest with you. But hey, you know what? We're going to install them on the AR-15. Why not? Hey, we got them. We'll use them. And we'll see how it goes. I think it's pretty straightforward how to install them. It looks like you got the pins, the screws that hold them in. You got, I don't know what we'll call those, a cleat maybe, but whatever. Those are, I guess, what actually holds them and prevents them from rotation. I did hear in the past something about sometimes on some installs, trigger installs on AR-15s, the pins can walk out, or as they rotate, they'll make the hole that the pin goes into, it'll elongate it and make them larger over time. But anyway, I've never had that problem. But then again, I'm not shooting thousands of rounds a month. So, but I'm going to install them. Hey, they're here. We got them. It came with the Tack Pack. It's pretty cool. Made in America also. So let's go ahead. We're going to install them on one of the AR-15s. Okay, so here I am. I have one of the AR-15 rifles. This is a New York Safe Act compliant rifle. That's the reason for the thoughts in custom stock on it. There's no flash suppressor on it, etc., etc. But anyway, so I was going to do it like this. This is a Spikes Tactical Lower. I was going to install the anti-rotation pin set right like this, but I think what I'll do is I will break this apart and put it on the bench block and do it instead. So let's go ahead and put that out. Alright, let me get the bench block. Okay, so I have the Spikes Lower in the bench block, and we're going to open up this anti-rotation pin set. I'm going to try not to make a big mess, but it looks like we're already past that. Oh, here we go. Do that. Put that there. So what we have here, these are the pins. These are the two trigger pins. Okay? And it comes with this handy dandy little gold threaded piece that you'll thread onto the pin. So what you'll end up is this. And I mean, like I said, I've never even knew these existed, but it's pretty self-explanatory. What's going to happen is, so you don't have to disassemble the whole thing, we'll push this up against the existing pin, tap it in, and as it taps in, it'll push out the existing pin. It'll push that out while installing the new pin. The new pin is threaded, hollow and threaded on each side, and you will install one of these dog bones. It will go like that when you're done. But anyway, let's give this a shot here. Like I said, hopefully we don't end up have springs and all goodies flying all over the place. It's going easy. I gotta say, this is going to be. Oh, there's the pin. Yep. Okay. There's the old pin. The old pin popped out. You'll see it from this side again in a little bit, because there are 2 pins that need to be changed total. But here's that little gold colored brass piece that's protruding now. Now we'll unscrew that, and you now have a new pin with threaded holes on both sides. This is great. I love this. I love working on the rifle. Okay, again, we're going to thread it into the anti-rotation pin. Okay, I'm going to do it from this side, so this way you can see the new pin coming out. Okay, we'll do it this way. Boy, oh boy, they sure do make this easy for you. Yep, there you go. Perfect. You don't want to mar the finish. Give it a light tap. If you have a real expensive lower that you're really trying to keep pristine, maybe you put a little tape on it to protect it from the hammer. But as usual, I tend to go with a complete brute force. Anyway, so there we go. We have 2 pins installed. You can see 1 and 2. They're now threaded, and we'll install the dog bones on it. Okay. So, like I said, the screws already have Loctite on it, but if you get a set that don't, I would throw some Loctite on it. Now, this is something you want to be careful with. You don't want to, you know what, I'm going to take it off the bench block, making it probably, hopefully, a little bit easier. The old pin. That's the old pin that came out. Okay, so now we can see. I'm gonna see if I can get you a good view of this. So what we have is these are the pins that were just replaced, and these pins for the trigger are now threaded on both sides. Dog bone will go like this. And you will thread the screws in, torque them down, and go from there. So let's go ahead and put them in. Okay, we'll put these dog bones in and screws. There's, of course, I lost the dog bones already. Here's one of them. And here's the second dog bone. Okay. Oh wow. Let me tell you, any type of accessory for a weapon is just great. It's just exciting. Even if you don't need it, that's what I say. Even if you don't need it. Just installing and working on them, it's wow. And that's great. Look at that. Oh boy. That's one side installed. Let's go ahead and install the other side. You know what the old pins are good for? I'm going to tell you exactly what the old pins are good for. giving you a reason to build another rifle. That's what those pins are good for. Even though most lower parts kit come with the trigger pins, but if you ever need a reason, leftover parts, don't let them go to waste. Okay, now one thing I do want to point out that I noticed on this is the dog bone itself tends to have a much flatter side than the other side. The other side's a little bit more rounded. Obviously the flatter side would go against the lower. But it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me. Hey. Yes. There's the other screw. Oh boy. Yeah, so the Tack Pack is pretty good. It's about $50 a month, and you get gear in the box on a monthly basis. It's a surprise, but it's usually always valued. Well, I would say it is always valued. It's always valued over $50, probably upwards of 100. But anyway, it's nice to get a surprise. That's why I like to do it. So there we have it. So anti-rotation pins installed. Do a functions check. Perfect. Very good. I like it. Exciting. Good stuff. This is a very good day. Let's put the upper back onto the lower. And there we have it. The Guntec AR-15 anti-rotation pin set. Good stuff. Exciting. Let's see if we can get you a good view of this. The Guntec. There you go. There's the dog bone. Looking good. Alright. Alright, so I hope that explained a little bit on the anti-rotation pin install. Good luck if you have one and you're going to install it. But wow, that's great stuff. That's good. Thank you, Tack Pack. Nice surprise. Anyway, take care. Thanks. Bye.